Good day, traders. Good day, enthusiasts. Good day, pro traders. Welcome to another episode of Nirvana Life, where price action is our watchword and precision is our language. And as usual, we'll be looking at what we have for intraday plays on currencies and commodities, precisely gold and probably silver. And also, we'll be looking at what's moving the market and how um, the fundamentals are affecting the markets and what we have for the forest calendar and forest factory. Basically, the macroeconomic data is to be released for the week. So, to begin with, let's pan towards the charts and see how price has been reacting to zones and support levels and resistance levels to see where we can come in. So first is this is gold. This today's the 24th of November, first day of the week, and okay, all right, okay. So for the most part of the day, gold has been bullish, and I think we're slow into this one. So this is the low of the day, and let's see where price has gotten to. Look at that's the top, the highs for the day, and it's been surging. 1 hour time. This is the 1 hour time frame. Let me increase so that's for us to see it properly. So 1 hour time frame. Let's take a look at the 15 minutes time frame. See how it's been like for the most part of the day. So no entry for us. We can only wait. So one thing about trading is you don't have to be angry or you don't have to be sad about a particular move on a particular asset. So the whole idea is for us to, you know, be on time, catch some moves, and first and foremost, have a particular target, catch some move, and be okay with your profit. You can't take all the move from the market. That's certain. But what you're expected is for you to position right, be there at the right time. Your entry has to be top notch. That's why we infuse the use of fibs and some indicators for our entries and to inform us on when to approach the market. So looking at this chart right now, this is the 15 minutes time frame. Overall, this is how the market has been for gold. I think since before the London session, it's been surging quite all right. But right now, this is the New York session, and what we'll be looking out for is a pullback, a retracement, so that we can possibly join the move to the upside. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, you can vividly see that we still have space to the upside here, 40 4,091, and that's like the Bollinger region. So you can only wait for a retracement. And one good thing about retracement is it gives you an opportunity to join the moving train. So let's be patient and wait for price to trace to our preferred zone. So let's look at the 15 minute time frame and see where we can join the trend from on here. So here we have um, the 50 fib level and the external Bollinger coinciding at 40.63. So mark that region and try to see how price react to that level first, and then on the lower time frame, that's the 15 to 5 minutes. When price gets there, try to see how see if you're going to get a candle formation that will inform you of the volume. Basically, if there is an exertion from the bottom, trying to tell you it's time for buyers. It's time, buyers are around here. Buyers are trying to pull it back up. So we'll be patient enough for price to give us a kind of formation that is valid for our entry. So we wait. So here is what we'll be looking at: how price will react on this region. So Euro USD. So this is from last week. Let me delete this and see how what we have for this week. So again, yes. So Euro USD has been on a surge as well. It's been bullish as well accordingly from the lows of the day to the highs, and see where we've been coming as well. So here is the plot then, and here we have it. This is what we have on our screen. You can see the reaction here earlier in the day. This is sometime around London session, and it gave a retracement for an opportunity to continue to the upside, which it did. Happened nicely from surge nicely. So again, maybe an opportunity for more. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame and see. So there is a close here, and looking at the left side of the screen coming from last week, there seems to be a resistance zone here. As you can see here, here, also here. So it's looking like we have a top zone here, a resistance zone, more like a supply zone. So one has to be careful with this type of trade. Exactly. So looking at the 4 hour, it seems like there's a circle completion to the upside here. So I will not be looking at Euro USD for now. I'll not be looking at Euro USD for now. GBP USD, 1 hour time frame. So it's been bullish. Let's look at where it started from. Okay. So pumped hard here. So let's see if we can plot something from the lows to the highs of the day. This is the low, then this is the high of the day. So, so this is what we have for Euro USD. Can we see this? There's a reaction currently for GBP USD rather. And let's look at the 4 hour. Again, Let me start again for USD. So for today, this is Mondays. Started here. They started here. So I think this is the low of the day. Yeah, this is the low of the day. So let's plot it properly. And price got here. Now there seems to be a reaction going on um, around this zone. Look at this 61.8 and the mid Bollinger coincide. Fine, quite all right. But on the 4 hour, what do we have? We have a completion here on daily. So for GBP same as there seems to be like an exhaustion here. So I'm not going to be taking this trade as well. It's not convincing enough. Look at this. It's closed, so it's not looking good for an intraday play. It's not looking good for an intraday play. And looking at this, there's this space to the downside. Price might as well get here. You understand? So out of the watch list. USD JPY. Okay. USD JPY. Okay. For the daily, there's space to the upside. For the 4 hour, space to the upside. 1 hour, space to the upside. 30 minutes, still pushing hard. All right. Let's see if we can get something off this move. Okay. 24. So it's been bullish. Let's plot accordingly from the lows to the highs to today. Wow. We'll have to be patient for this one as well. So this is what we have. And it seems we had a little retracement here. Then there's a surge. So this one is still not giving a good opportunity. Probably left us earlier because the 38.2 and the mid Bollinger coincide and it gave a strong confluence, thereby acting as a demand zone, a support level to the upside. As you can see, price is currently on a surge. So GPJPY, this is giving us a retracement vibe. Let's see where price surged from earlier. As you can see, this is 1 hour. So we started here. I think this is the real of the day. Let's see where you can come in. So we're here. Whoa, earlier this one actually gave a retracement earlier, and ever since it's been on a surge. Reacted on the 75.1% fib level, somewhere along the Bollinger, and gave confirmation here. Look at the bullish pin, consecutive bullish candles, and it's been on a surge for quite a number of minutes. Also, we are having a retracement currently. Yeah, that's it. And on the 38.2 right now. So perfectly, I'll be waiting for price to retrace into the 61.8% fib level. And looking at the chart, it coincides with the mid Bollinger. And yeah, and we have space to the upside on the 4 hour time frame. Look at this. So ideally, this will be my take profit. So let's wait and see how price react to this zone. Possibly, so this is the 5 minutes time frame. So we have the 50% level and the example Bollinger coinciding here. This region is looking ideal for what we are anticipating. Yeah, listen, you don't have to jump on it. You just have to be patient for price to do exactly what you've analyzed. So I'll be waiting for price to have a trace into that level, and then I'll get my confirmation on the 5 minutes. Then what will be the confirmation? That will be a bullish candle formation. Precisely, I prefer a very strong, weak bullish green. So, yeah, let's see. Yeah, so stay here. Gold is still uh, okay. Gold is still likely to have a retrace as well. Yeah, let me clear this gold trade. Let me see. Yeah, for good, I'm waiting for price to retrace properly into this level. As you can see, there is a mid Bollinger somewhere overlapping the 50% fib level. If yeah, this part is so I'm waiting for that. Yeah, let's look at the 5 minutes to see how it is currently playing. Yeah, so here is the target zone, the region of concern is this zone. So I'm waiting for price to retrace it, pull back, yeah, into this level for gold, and I'll be looking out for the price action, the formation, the candle formation in particular. So that's that. Let's look at BTC too. So sentimentally, I'm drawn towards sell for BTC currently because we're almost at the end of the year, December, is just looking at my experience with the profit taking, sell off, and all of those things. So this is not a intraday play, but this is just a tip for crypto traders. So let me look at BTC. Look at consecutive high highs, lower lows, and now it was supposed to give us the continuation, but now there's improvement. So automatically out of the midline, mid bowling gap. So I expect BTC to continue to have a decline in price due to few factors. And this is a sentimental approach. The fact that we have festive season around the corner, you know, all of that. So actively, those that are trading BTC, be wary of uh, how they approach it. So sell off is steady right now. So whatever you do, if you trade futures, if you trade CFDs, or advise that you are on the sell side, so you can pick some profit because the momentum is actually on the sell side. Real GBP, yeah. Oh, this one left us. Yeah. So if this started here, this must have been the low of the day. Let me look for Euro GBP. Yes, this started here. So this is the low of the day, and this is the high of the day. Oh, we're actually late to the party. If you can get a retracement, I would advise you wait. You don't just jump on this one. You can possibly get the retracement, if at all. But we are late to this one. Yeah. So as you can see, it's giving a vibe for an opportunity to jump in. So it's been bullish all day. Euro GBP has been bullish all day. And then earlier it gave retracement as look at this, started falling from the cliff here, got to the 61.8% fee level along this path. So right now it's still hovering around. If you can get retracement back into this zone, maybe the 61 level here, and jump in to complete the buys to the upside. And looking at the 1 hour, we still have space here to the upside. Let's look at the 4 hour. Definitely, we have space to the upside here. So patient for price to react properly. Don't jump in. Don't panic. There's what we call FOMO, fear of missing out. Try to treat that, and you'll be successful at the end of the day. So Euro GBP can still give an opportunity, but if at all, we'll be back. But what's most important is you have an idea what I just said. This is the lows and this is the highs. So definitely we have a bullish trend. What do you do with that? You can only look for a retracement and then you join the bus to the upside. So that's it. Late to the party. So in case you see some setup like this, try as much as possible to be patient. Retracement is more like an opportunity for you to get on the bus and get some profit. So Where there's an established trend, be happy. When there's a retracement, be happier. That's the whole idea. So to trade like a pro, to better your edge, to better your entry, join us here at Nirvana. Our office is located at number 3 Mike Akibere, Jebi, Abuja. And also to be a part of our trading club, trading community. On our screen, on the left side of the screen, is a Trade 24/7, our partner broker. Sign up, deposits $100, and you become a part of our physical community here at Nirvana Trading Floor. Our office is open to enthusiasts, pro traders, those that are actively working online. You can check our office, it's open to all. USD card. It's been on the rise ever since last week. What? Uh, Oosh. Be patient. All is still going to still going to give us that retracement that we're anticipating. Yeah, I'm very sure about that. So don't jump on it. Don't panic. All right. Pick one. Let's pan towards what we have on the fundamental aspects of the session. We'll be looking at what we have from the stables of Nirvana Market Insights and some other data from First Factory to see how the week is going to go. So, all right. So, on status of Nirvana Market Insight, gold holds steady. Gold hovered above 4,060 an ounce as traders assess the likelihood of another Fed rate cuts this year. Mixed signals from policymakers kept sentiments divided through comments from New York Fed President John Williams hinting at near-term easing helped limit losses. The effect expectations of potential rate cuts may offer support to bullish uncertainty. Global equities climbed after Wall Street late rebound, with growing expectation for a December rate cut, lifting sentiment. S&P 500 futures gained 0.7%. Alibaba's 4.7% surge boosted Asian markets, and Europe advanced on strengths in autos, mining, and tech. The effect, improving rate cut expectations, and upbeat tech momentum are supporting risk appetite across global markets. Bitcoin ETF face record outflows. Bitcoin focused ETFs are set for their worst months of outflows since launching, with $3.5 billion withdrawn so far in November. BlackRock's IBIT, which holds 60% of total ETF assets, accounts for $2.2 billion of the pullback, underscoring deepening investors' fatigue across crypto markets. The effect sustained ETF redemption signals, weakening institutional appetite and add further pressure to an already fragile Bitcoin market. Bids for Warner Bros. Discovery, Netflix, Comcast, and Paramount have reportedly submitted bids to acquire parts or all of Warner Bros. Discovery, valued at around $57 billion. Paramount is pursuing a full takeover, while Netflix and Comcast are focused on its film and TV library. A final decision is expected by Christmas. The effect: any deal could significantly reshape the global media landscape and intensify competition in streaming and entertainment. For Nirvana's watch lists, our daily watch list, okay, we have intraday, we have US 30, S&P 500, gold bullish. All right, so we're on gold right now. We are looking at how we can possibly join the bullish trend. So if you've been following, if you're part of our community, you must have been informed earlier with the newsletter on our trading club on WhatsApp, Telegram, and the likes. So, so be a part of our community to enjoy some of these benefits. So let's pan towards the chart again and see how the price action has been and how we can jump in from there. So price is still hovering, and we are anticipating the drop. We are anticipating the drop. I'm not in a rush. We might as well miss this, but for real, I just have to do what's necessary so I don't have myself to blame at the end of the day. It looks like gold is not going to have that retracement, but then I'll be patient for it. Yeah. So don't sleep on it. Check other assets we've discussed earlier to see where you can jump in on any of them. Most importantly, check the 5 minutes time frame. Check the reaction on the zones, and for confirmation, if it's a bearish trend, you need a bearish pin. That's a hammerhead, and if it's a bullish one, you need a bullish pin, a hammerhead, bullish engulfing, bullish kind of formation, precisely. So look at this, retracing nicely. Yeah. So the 50% fib level and the Bollinger coincide, they are overlapping. So that's giving a very strong region, a very strong demand zone, a very strong support level. And what we're looking at is our price react there. And on the 5 minutes time frame, we're looking at the candle formation. If we're going to get a confirmation there, but not just that, we need a confirmation of the confirmation before we jump on the trade. So as for it to give you 100% guarantee, there's nothing like 100% guarantee in trading. What you need to have at the back of your mind is how much I'm willing to risk on this particular trade and how much I'm willing to make on that particular trade. So we're watching to see how price reacts here, and on the lower time frame, the 5 minutes, we see how the price formation is like for decide to shoot back upside. So patience is very, very important. Again, let's pan towards the 15 minutes time frame to see why am I waiting for the 15 why am I waiting for price to get here, because there's still like space to this zone, and you just have to let the price complete the circle here, and then if it gives confirmation candle, then you can shoot back up. You understand? So what we're saying in essence is there's a moving train, there's a train, there's a trend, and price can only give you an opportunity when it trace back up. So I don't know if you missed out, but I'm willing to be patient, very, very patient with this trade. Let's once act steady. Okay, here's this not on our list, like I said earlier, because that's completed the circle here. And looking at the trend, it's been bearish. So I wouldn't want to jump on that. GPUSD, okay, this is a complete plummet. It's a complete one. It's looking like an invalidation already for a buy setup. So there's a need for price to shoot back into this channel, and this last fib level has to confirm that it's going to serve as a support before the buy setup is valid. Again, GPUSD is looking like an invalidation already because we were anticipating that price will retrace and give us a confirmation here on this fib level. But right now, it's looking like it has broken that zone and is headed for a complete plummet to the downside. But again, we'll be patient for price and see if price is going to, you know, change its course back into this channel and see if we can continue the ride to the upside. So there's a need for a full candle close, a bullish closing back into this channel. A convincing candle has to form before we can decide for the buy continuation. Because right now it's looking like an invalidation. By invalidation, I mean the setup is not looking like a buy setup anymore since it didn't respect the zone. It didn't give us a confirmation candle here. Other is just plummeting. You understand? So GPSD is not looking clear. We have USD JPY. Again, there is a surge. We increase our surge, our fund, and wait for price again to get here for a continuation to the upside. This is mid Bolinga, and this is the 50% fib level. Let's look at the 5 minutes time frame, see where we are. So here on the 5 minutes time frame, we have this zone. So now we're looking at price when we get here, and 5 minutes to see if we're going to get a kind of formation that will inform our decision to continue to buy to the upside. GPY, yeah, acting nicely, currently on that support level, moving nicely to our anticipated zone, to our region of concern here. Yeah, patient for it to come to life. US 30, which you have, it's been a very big sell off, plummet in price. It's the 1 minute time frame now. Price has been consolidating for US 30. I'm not going here, but yeah, it's been up and down. Not clear. BTC hovering, sell off. Yeah, right. Okay, it's been on a decline all day, and it shows the highs. Yeah. The recent low for this one, as you can see, reacted here. Mm. Right, got a screen. Right, yeah, you can see that moments ago, we gave a retracement into this level and it plummeted. Yeah, right. That's BTC right there. As you can see. So I was analyzing earlier. I said for those that are actively trading BTC, sentimentally, this is the festive period, and according to events from the past, it's like a trend. Festive season is approaching, and you get most of the time some sell off on BTC crypto space, you know, And that's exactly what's been happening. It's been on a decline for quite a number of weeks now. And incredibly, it just give an opportunity for retracement. And while we were analyzing other assets, it gave well, this way that this is definitely a confirmation on its own. This sudden change in direction and it's plummeting right now. So that's it. Yeah. So on the 5 minutes time frame, this one we have for gold, USD. Are we going to get that perfect retracement or price is going to react at the 38.2% free level and surge to its destination? Well, that might happen, but that's not the end of commodity trading. Tomorrow is definitely another day. So we'll be back to catch some good peeps tomorrow in case this leaves us. Yeah, right. So that's it. Sometimes we miss out, sometimes we maximize the opportunity. This is actually a very good way to trade. So mark these zones against tomorrow in case there's a decline in price before it gets to the Bolinga. But then it's looking like it left us earlier. But we're just trying to be meticulous and careful. So don't beat yourself up because you missed this one. There are always opportunity every day. Yeah, right. It's leaving us. It's giving us stop. I just didn't want us to jump the gun. I just didn't want us to be fast than the price. I just didn't want us to jump to the price. I want price to actually just come to exactly where we are at. But he said, no, I'm going, I'm not coming to you. No wahala. Tomorrow you will not see passenger and you come to our place. So that's it. I think we've come to the end of another session. Tomorrow is definitely going to be another one. So let's endeavor to trade appropriately. Again, to be part of our community, join us at number 3 Mike Akibe Jabi Abuja Lifestyle Building to be precise. Also, on the left corner of the screen, you have Trade 24/7 QR code. Scan right now and enjoy the benefits of trading with us on the floor. I remain your humble host, friendly neighborhood gold digger. Join me another time, same station, Nirvana Trading Academy YouTube Live for insights, analysis, setups, and possible signals. do have a wonderful day, a profitable one, and that enjoy the rest of your evening.